Just let me know if you can hear me properly, because somehow now I heard uh, my audio in loop, so actually should be okay right now. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Campbell. Thank you. Okay. So, as I announced, both the Blood Discord channel and also on my Twitter account, I'm going to do this streaming about mapping for blood using extended Mapedit. So, before going any further, I'd like to cover a few things before. So, yes, let's wait a moment. Okay. So first of all, this is the manual that you should use. I've been working on it for more than a few months, and well, actually, I've been working on this for maybe like 2 years or so. It has been a slow development. I've been writing this work mostly all by myself, and I got some help and support from the developer of Extended Mapedit, no one, and feedback from other users. So what I'm going to do tonight is to make a sample map. So I'm not going to like, of course, read the whole documentation because that's not what you are coming to this streaming. And I hope after this streaming that you're eager to at least experiment with extended map edit or plot. Okay, so I'll after the streaming I'll leave a link to this manual because I updated it. As you can see, the left side you can see that there's a full interactive table of contents, unlike the current version you have. So, well, yes, 1 second. Mm, There we go. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to cover in this part the basics of blood level design, and of course, when you're reading the manual, here you have a small section dedicated to like few hints on how to read this. Of course, you don't need rocket science, but just a few points. However, the most important thing is the keyboard layout. As you can see on the screen, is the American keyboard layout, and that's what the Xmapedit uses. So if you have another keyboard layout, let's say French or Spanish or whatever, um, keep in mind that the program uses that one. Okay. Now about the feedback, questions, contributions. Of course, I'm open to that. So anytime you feel you want to contribute to this work, okay, or even to extend Mapedit if you are a programmer, just be, feel free to do so. About questions, of course, you can ask me anything you have in mind about extended Mapedit, any questions, concerns. All right. And if there's anything that I can improve about the manual, you can send me your feedback. Right. Now, in this streaming, at some point, I'll stop and if just asking you for if you have any questions. So I wanted to let you know that. And uh, the first chapter starts with configurations. So what you need obviously is the game. You can grab the game from Steam or from GOG, and well, you can use fresh supply, fresh supply if you like. But this program, Extended Map Edit, should work under blood fresh supply. If there's any problem with it, just switch to the DOS version. That, as far as I'm concerned, it's only available in GOG. Uh, I don't, I don't think it's available in Steam, because I remember they removed the DOS version, and now you can only purchase resupply. Okay, I believe that's the case. So once you have the game installed in your hard drive, then you come to this website, which is the official Extended Mapedit website. So here you click on download, okay, and then it'll download to your computer, and then go downloads and just unzip the content here into your blood folder. In my case, I use One Unit Whole Blood, the GOG version, and you'll get a few files, which is this one. And if you scroll down, you get these 4 files. Naturally, this project is on GitHub, so if you spot any bugs or anything, and you have a GitHub account, feel free to report. The manual this directs to this website, okay? And of course, in my manual, I cover uh, the vast majority of the contents and that you can read in this website. However, if you feel mm, curious, let's say, and see the the change log, and if you 1 sec, yeah, and here you can read the manual. Tells you, what Xmapedit is. There's a lot of sections here. Anyways, I already covered them in the manual, but if you want, take a look. And once you have this program installed, it's just unzip the content, and that's it. Very easy. You should go here to the Xmapedit folder and execute this file. Okay, it's the xmapedit.ini. Spells INI. And then you have all of this. And you might be wondering, like, what's all of this? What's all of this? Like, I can't make any sense of all of this. Fortunately, I took the time to explain it here. Okay, so for example, you can see screen allows you to set a resolution. Here, I also recommend you the settings. If you follow the steps here, you'll have the same settings as I have. From a point of view, are easy to apply, easy to also understand it, and it will help you to starting your, let's say, block mapping journey. Um, and that's it. Just take your time. It'll take 5-7 minutes to read all of this and put all the values here. Okay. Here, this is the section for auto grid. Personally, I don't use it, but um, basically, anybody has their own workflow. Anybody has their own way to make maps. So I advise you to first take my configurations that I leave here, under this bold text. You read, you'll get all the values you need to set. And then after that, mm, experiment. Okay, just see maybe my mouse sensitivity, because here in this document, in this INI, you can set it up. Maybe my sensitivity is too high and you want to lower it. So just do all the changes that you feel you want to do. Okay. So once you've downloaded the program, you make the configurations. It's time to uh, start mapping. But instead of starting mapping straight away into this sorry into the program, I'm going to show you something different. Well, I forgot this. This is the page for modern features for plot mappers. This program has modern features and means that you can set up mm, different and new effects to your maps. Okay, here all of them are covered, and naturally it's covered in my manual. So let me show you something, because I'm not going to start with the editor basics. Instead, I'm going to jump into another but important section. Okay, so just give me a few seconds, and I'll show you a picture. Okay, just one moment. Mm, no, I think it's here. It's here somewhere. And there we go. So this is my small desktop, and what you see here is the map I'll be doing, not only in this streaming, but in the following ones. So this is the first part. Instead of starting doing things in the program, take a piece of paper, pens, pencils, and do a floor plan. Very important. Um, I usually do this for many reasons, actually. Um, personally, I have other things to do apart from this, and it's highly possible that I forget some things in particular. So that's why I take proper notes. Okay, so I do the geometry of the map. I put some notes, for example, here. This BB3, BB1, BB4, these are the starts for Bloodbath. Okay, for the players, this map will have 8 players, which is the maximum of players that uh, a map can have. Then this S means the start, so the player will start here. Okay, these 2, 1, 3, 4 are the secrets. This small indication, it's here, and it says that there's gonna be a trap. Okay, then okay, hidden switch for this secret. Their skull means skull key. There's a switch, skull key, and then a respawn, enemy respawn. And then okay, this is the morgue. This is a crematorium. I hope it's spelled the same way in English. I'm not sure, but I hope that's the case. So basically, this is going to be uh, a homage of the E1M1 for blood. It's going to be a cemetery. But I'm not going to do a two floor funeral home. Okay, it's going to be just one, because I want to keep it as simple as possible, and at the same time covering all the things that are necessary to start once again your blood mapping journey. Now, this is the first thing I do, and I just down. Mm. This is very important. Level design theory for blood. I put this disclaimer because I feel it's very important. And boom. Okay. I believe this is very important because, of course, I'm not a professional a level designer. I do this for fun. Okay, I'm a blood fan, and I wrote this considering the knowledge I currently have, all the experience I could gather. Okay, so when you read this section about the level design theory for blood, just keep in mind uh, some of the things that you can see here might be wrong, might be. Okay, and the workflow. So this is very important for me. It's essential. It's essential for me. And why? Because I consider having the workflow makes mapping easier because you have in your mind like step by step. So now, in this case, I collect ideas for my map. Of course, I just check the original maps from Blood. I check the geometry, gameplay, action, how the enemies are placed, how the supplies are placed in the map, the puzzles, the difficulty, and I also go to Pinterest or Google Images. I uh, take ideas or borrow ideas from um, illustrations, pictures, real places. Okay, so um, I have a lot of ideas, and I can select the most appealing ones or the ones that I like a lot, and I put them into the piece of paper you watched before. Um, and then also, if you want, even songs, books, anything that you feel can be a source of inspiration, go ahead and and take it. Okay? Don't feel it's something silly or stupid. No, that's how you start. All right, you uh, kind of copy others. In fact, I recommend to um, copy other people that make levels on concepts. Just take how can I say this? Just take um, even pieces of work that I don't know in one of the maps you see. Oh, this this room is so beautiful. I just take a screenshot and then I go mapping, and that's it. You just reproduce it. All right, in your own. Oh, ah, right now. Sorry, I wanted to close Discord. Um, that's it. Um, at least for collecting ideas, the floor plans and drafts. That's what I've done, and then the next stages: modeling, texturing, lighting and shading, sprites, compatibility. So I'll go one by one. I did this one, then I completed this one, and this is going to be the next one, modeling. All right. So you can see modeling and then texturing. And you might be wondering, why are these separated? All of these are separated. Why? Should be in the same stage. Well, personally, I like uh, order. I like the order. Like, okay, now I focus only on modeling, and then I focus, and after that I focus only on texturing. So I focus on certain tasks, and then once I finished, move forward. However, at the same time, I'm flexible. Okay, if I feel that I did enough of modeling, okay, then I move to texturing and so on. Because what you see here, it isn't um the, let's say, definitive, well, not definitive, sorry, it's like the final version. Sorry, this isn't the final version. This will look differently perhaps. While doing the geometry, I consider that this area, it's not enough, or I dislike it, and I erase it and I make something completely different. That's fine. This draft is just your guide. Okay, consider it like a journey. Okay, you start a journey, but at some point you take another path. So here is the same thing. Um, Going back here, about the modeling stage, I have like 2, 3 stages. General modeling, you're going to watch it in a few minutes. General modeling, in which I just put all the rooms. Then second stage is just, sorry, the second yeah, second part of the modeling process is like, okay, I just join areas, I put some detail, and then the third one is like I go and detail every single thing that I want to, and then I move to the texturing process. Here you see compatibility. This is because of the modern features I've mentioned before. So when you use modern features, you can't run your map under DOS blood or vanilla blood, if you like to say it that way. Um, then, once I determine the compatibility, I start with special effects. Special effects are doors, earthquakes, ambient sounds, and things like that. Gameplay, it's focused on the gameplay modes: single player, bloodbath, co-op, got to capture the flag, sorry. And I do also, well, I place the enemies, the weaponry, ammunition, and so on. Finally, testing. I hope you're wondering why this is so kind of at the end of your workflow. Because in this program, in Extended Mapedit, we have a wonderful tool called preview mode. And the preview mode will allow you to test your special effects or the map in the map editor, meaning you don't have to close the map editor, load your map, see how it is, then you go back, open the map editor, and so on. So that process is simplified in Extended Mapedit. All right. And this is the most odd thing: skies. I'll cover this later, okay? But uh, there's a reason that I put skies there, okay? Recording demos. This is for people who want a full vanilla experience. Let's say you want, or your intention is to make a add-on for plot, vanilla, all vanilla assets, classic 100%. And you think, okay, but I want to record demos, as I can see in the vanilla blood. So I believe this is the best thing, the best moment to do it, after you just finish your map and you tested it carefully. Then you record the demos presentation. It's about writing your notepad or Microsoft Word. Ah, 1 second. One moment. Mm, I'm going to be right back. Few moments. One moment. Okay, I'm here again. Thank you. Um, well, as I was explaining, the presentation is just to write your notepad that will include information about your map, how the player should run your map. For me, once again, is essential for a number of reasons. But first one is that no player is forced or has to know how to run a plot map. So it's your responsibility, a level designer for plot, to write uh, specific information about that. Once I finish the manual, because it's at this point it's 90% done. I'm working on the sample maps and perhaps adding more screenshots to this document. You'll have a template. Template is a document which serves as a, let's say, like a standard notepad or document where you're going to write all the relevant information. And that template has all the things that needs to be included in your zip file. This thing, okay? Because after you're finished your map, you include your notepad. Then, mm, then after that, yeah, you just zip it and you upload it to the internet. Okay. Welcome, PHP. Happy to see you here. Um, so that's it. At least for the first part of this streaming. Okay. So I'll move up and start with the editor basics. Okay, to the mode and 3D mode. So allow me to open the map editor and I'll be showing you how it's done. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. There we go. So, uh, did I forget to enable the program so you can see the keys I'm pressing? The answer is yes. I forgot. I think it's press. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Mm-mm. So now I hope you can see it there. But now you can see it like, I believe, like very good. Or oh yeah, it's like okay. I I believe I have to move the chat to the right. Something like this. And now I'm going to move a little bit. Moment to here. Okay, perfect, much better. Okay, so once you run the program and you already set it up, this is what you do. Now, a thing that it's mentioned in the manual is the following. First, once you unzip this program into the plot folder, run it. Run the program for the first time, and then exit. Okay, so you just find this. You just press escape, second, escape, escape, and escape. Why? Because you need the program to create the Xmapedit ini file, and then you make the proper settings and launch again the program. I can actually share my ini file and save you the trouble, but there's a good reason for not doing so. This program is still under development, and this means that some of the settings that you can see in the ini file will change. And that means that the file I shared with you is will be outdated, will be outdated at some point. So it's better for you to read, take notes if you wish, and set the program up rightly. Okay, so this is the first window you see. Of course, in the upper left corner of the screen, you see the build version. Okay, this is from October 28th, 2022. Um, don't worry, as I said, this program is still under development, and no one is working on a new update. But it's taking a lot of time. Okay. All right. So I don't usually use full screen because somehow full screen will stretch your screen, okay, or will do weird things in full screen. So I keep the window width mode. Anyways, you can try and see what happens. Perhaps in your screen works perfect. And then close. And this is the next window. Here is the load board. Blue text means maps. Bold text means folders. In fact, if you're working on a project, let's say this one, lots episodes, you can create this folder into the blood folder beforehand, and then you just go new board, escape, save as, and then you just select the folder, and that's it. And you can work into your folder with no issue whatsoever, like a normal program or modern program. All right. Um. All right. So I'm going to save one, and this is what you see. No fancy menus. And as far as I'm concerned, the menu updates going to take a lot of time. It's not the priority right now. Okay, it isn't at this point. There are other priorities, but anyways, the source code of this program is free. Okay, it was released. Was released. So again, if you're a programmer and you want to contribute, perhaps you can work a wonderful menu and contribute. All right, but don't worry because this is very easy to understand. The background, you have the grid. Here is where you're going to work. Then you have two arrows, brown and white. The white is the current position in the grid. And then with the right mouse button, I hold it, I move it. Or I can do this. Then the red cross is the mouse cursor, obviously. Then you have this big brown arrow, which indicates the player starting position. You go to the right upper corner of the screen, you'll see a text that says vanilla. This indicates your map will be compatible with fresh supply, with vanilla blood, and so on. If it says modern, it will indicate you that the map will only work for the ports and blood and race. RAZE. Okay, race. And yeah, as the saving icon popped up. In my case, I put auto saves, I believe, every 60 seconds. Okay, approximately. And down, because I just want to go down, but the program doesn't allow me to go, to that gray section down below. There is where you see information that the program will show you. And if you look a little bit down to the lower left corner of the screen, you'll see the zoom in blue, then X, U, and Z, which are coordinates. The angle is for white, the white arrow. Grid, which is the grid resolution you're using. And then the sectors, walls, and sprites. Those are the current limits that were extended for extend Mapedit. All right. Now I want to check uh, my manual because there's a thing I want to talk about this. Because the original build limits were these ones, okay? 1024 sectors, 800, 1092 walls, and 4090 sprites. All right. Now, there are a few hotkeys or key bindings that I want to cover with you. First is the zoom, Z, and A. Very easy, and you can do it with the mouse wheel even. I usually do it with the A and Z because for me it's more accurate, more precise. Okay. Then the grid size is changed by pressing G. You have 6 right now. And then if you press G again, it goes back to resolution 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. If I press Alt G, okay, left Alt G, I activate or deactivate the grid. And if I press Shift G right now, sorry, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 4 additional grid sizes are displayed. Now, about grid sizes, I recommend you to use big sizes like 1 and 2 for huge areas, or to cover, or let's say that you have like a small area or a small room, and you know this is going to be something like this. And then, okay, with this, it's more than enough. Then resolutions 3 and 4 are for me the resolutions that I normally use in my workflow. And then the other resolutions are for detail, to add detail to your map. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else to cover at this moment. And well, yes, you can move this brown arrow by pressing scroll look, but at this point I can't because I don't have a sector. And at the moment I have a sector, their program allows me to move it. Okay. And let me delete this. Perfect. And about the HUD, because the gray thing you see down the screen is the HUD, HUD. And if you press Alt F11, you can access to other HUDs. Are you going to work? I think so. Second. Now, these are all the HUDs available. Okay, you can have a HUD. I believe 1 second. Now, okay. Come on, nice. And then this one. So it depends on your needs. If you want this one because you feel more comfortable, use it. Okay, if you want this one, do it. That's a square at the bottom right of the screen will display the texture in the sectors. So I create it. It's the gray texture, which is the number 0, and I can see that in the chat you can see it because okay. But well, at least you know that that square is for that purpose. Um, Let me think. Yeah, perfect. At this point, everything I wanted to cover at this point done. So if you have any questions or concerns right now is the time to ask. In the meantime, I'll be drinking some water. Okay, so I'll move forward and to the mode tools. Okay, so I'll start making the map. I'll have the I have my photo of the this map drawn before, and I'll be doing the job in the meantime. So let's go. So the first room is, as you might guessed, the mausoleum. And with spacebar, you create sectors as easy as that. Now, so I need to see the screen. Perfect. Okay. So now, there are three objects in build: sector, wall, and sprite. That small or tiny circle with a stick. This represents the sprite, decoration, enemies, ammunition, you name it. And we are in 2D mode, and I want to see how this sector looks. So I press numerical pad enter. This is how it looks. And this isn't a mausoleum. What a surprise. So I have to work on this. Naturally. So reach up, something like this, and then was I believe hold reach up and height of floor. If you know the values, you can set up heights on the fly. One single room equals 128 eighth units. And how do I know this? Because if I press V, I press V again, and I use, for example, texture, looks great. It doesn't look like this. Okay, so it looks as it should be. Okay. All right. Now, hmm, I believe, yeah, even in 3D mode, you can change the HUD pressing Alt F11. Okay, so in this case, as you can see, I keep it simple. And then if I need to set up something, oh, that's it. Then I just back and easy. So allow me to do something really quick. Because I don't like the sector to be labeled as that. Okay, so I copy attributes, I paste them, and this sector goes the way of the dodo. Okay, so this is my first room, simple, and now I'll take a look again to the other sections of this map. So this is what I do. I like kind of copy, and I use spacebar all as many times as I need. Okay. This. Then goes area. So, of course, this doesn't look like a cemetery. That's why you need to be patient while doing this, doing your map. At the beginning, you'll feel that you don't go as fast as you want to, but that's normal. Uh, be patient with yourself. Take your time. Don't rush. And enjoy while you're doing things. Okay, so I believe, yes, the section. Here is the secrets correctly. Then here I have this section. I'm going to create is a small charts. Charts right there. Now this is going to be here I am. Perfect. Be back graveyard. So there are like a few graveyards here. So this is one of them, the back graveyard, and this I'm pointing at is the front graveyard. Here is going to be crematorium and the morgue. Go to here, and here gonna be what I called a coffin shop. Or this is a funeral home, so I wanted to, let's say, a bit more realistic. And here is the last area that the player needs to. Okay, so that's it. This is what I do. This is the first part of the mapping process. I just make all the rooms just like this. All naturally looks like a mess, but it doesn't matter. I'll be working on this little by little. Now, save. We save us no, 2. Now, next one. I'm going to work on this uh, mausoleum. So, I believe my comments. I believe I did even the shape of the ceiling. Yes, I did. Perfect. So, I need to do the Caleb's coffin. I planned to make a vertical coffin. The player will be unable to do something until a few seconds pass. Then perhaps like a earthquake, Caleb will say something, and player can start playing them out. So that's the concept. And that concept wasn't written the in the picture I already show you. So this is what I do. I press W and boom, black screen, and I don't know how to spell it. I don't know. And this way, I make sure that I don't forget this. So I don't know. The front is going to be, I don't know. This one is going to be good. Foreground and select. Then the background, I leave it like as it own and confirm. That's it. So I know that here there's going to be tomb, vertical tomb. Now, here is where I start things with right shift. Right shift, I select vertices, okay, or points, dots, and sprites. And with shift, right shift, I deselect. Okay, so I can do even by pressing S. Okay, to insert sprites by pressing. Anyways, you can see it on the screen, and I delete sprites by pressing delete. That's not the case for vertices. For vertices, sorry. I press delete. I can't. How I do that? By dragging one point into. This was discussed, and for now, we'll keep it this way. At some point, by pressing delete, you'll be able to delete vertices. Okay, there are certain complexities. So there's another good reason to contribute as a programmer. Okay, so I'll be boom be this, and I insert points by pressing insert. Okay, so somehow yeah, the program is only showing the right, I mean the mouse buttons only. That's because I didn't start program. But anyways, I'll be telling you the keys I'm pressing. All right, now it's going to be okay, I believe. Yes, I believe. Okay, I don't see make more changes. I do it. So here, the where the player will start. It's okay. Okay. Alt S, and then this is the game object menu. Add to miscellanea, and then I no here Alt S markers. Yeah, markers under markers. Now this is the player start for co-op. What you can use this to force the program to use this as the player starting position. So it doesn't matter. The brown arrow is here because I have this sprite. Okay. But anyways, I also like to do scroll lock, sorry, and that's it. Now, save as was, yeah. I'm going to create a red sector, and this is a way to do it, to make them. And when I close like this, I have this cover of the coffin. I know it has I believe it has a proper name, but I don't know. Sorry. And that's it. I'm going to see if it fits perfectly. Yeah, it does. So that's now. A I'm just like seeing I'm trying to figure out if the portions are. That's it. Okay, so something like this. This should be all right. Now, creating proper resectors. You always go from outside to inside, like this way. Do this and then Alt S, and then I create another one. S and another one, Alt S, and so on. That's how you draw resectors. In other words, resectors have a hierarchy. You must follow that hierarchy. Otherwise, you'll face a hall of mirrors. Okay, HOM, homes. Okay, I'm going to delete all of them by pressing G, like this. Always the mouse cursor outside. 1, 2, 3. Front. This is number 3. Okay. And Alt S. Hmm. Now left shift and middle mouse button, like them.